Hi, thanks for tuning in. Not sure what the energy is today. I've been sitting and just kind of feeling like I'm in that liminal space, that little bit of a void I think many of us are kind of feeling right now. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Just give me a moment to kind of tune in. I'm kind of jumping into this one a little bit quickly. Okay. All right, what is the current energy today, Spirit? Let's see here. Even the cards are being a little bit quiet here today. Go. And the first card we have out is Justice, which is about balance being restored, whether you like it or not, because sometimes the universe has a way of lining things up when we can't seem to get things aligned on our own. And then we have the Magician. So we have the 1 and we have the 11 card, 111. Balance is being restored as you're recreating. Did I say recreating? If this is someone coming from a past life and this is you're into this life, maybe you are recreating something to change up the scenario. But for the whole collective, what I'm getting is, you see she's walking on a tightrope. And this is how we kind of might feel on that in-between stage of where we're going. We have a sword in one hand, and she has the scales in the other. So it is a bit of a fine balance about balancing out our actions and how we're feeling. So coming from that balanced place is how we're able to make some really good decisions when we're manifesting or creating a new life for ourselves. And as you can see in this card, the sword is actually on fire. So I'm feeling once the balance is restored, things kind of sets that fire in motion so that you're able to create from a better place. And you are creating something. This is a new idea you've had, something coming, kind of brewing around. And I see it as coming right after this Magician card. It's as if you see creating that new beginning. And that's where you are at this stage. You are balancing yourself out and creating this new beginning that's going to lead to your long-term happiness, which is a wonderful, wonderful place to be. Yellow roses may be significant for somebody. I'm also getting a star projector lamp, the ones that you plug in with the stars on the ceiling, maybe of some significance. And then we have the 8 of Swords, which is about mental limitations. In order to create the life that you deserve and the life that you want, you're going to have to step outside the box a little bit and believe in yourself. Because this is not a time for self-doubt. And you're not trapped. You have more power than you think you have. You are more skilled than you think you are. You have so much to offer. Do not let your limiting beliefs hold you back from creating long-lasting happiness. And this Two of Wands is that planning stage, this looking ahead. Where do you want to go? What type of balance do you want to bring into your life? What type of legacy do you want to have? What type of home life and stability would you like to have? Plan everything out. And in this card, she's holding a crystal ball, and her face is very happy and exuberant and excited. And that's, if you're not feeling that, then take a look to make sure that you're actually following where your heart wants you to go, because that will make a huge, huge difference in your journey and the path that you take. If you're not approaching things from a heart-based perspective, you're going to find yourself off kilter. And this is where the Justice card comes in, because it will align you back in. It may not be as comfortable when you go above it that way, but sometimes it has to happen that way so we can learn, because if we didn't have any trials or tribulations or anything to help us grow, we would just be at one level. And we all have different things to go through, and we all go through the same things differently. And that is how we are on this earth. We came here to experience life in the form that we have chosen to be in. Now, I'm called to go to the Crow deck. Do you have to add to this? We have the Lovers, which is a heart-based decision, which is pretty much what I was just saying. Make sure that your choices are heart-based. That they are in alignment with what you want, so that you can get to where you need to go. And I'm getting here, there may have been a painful ending, which is why you're probably still feeling a little bit in that Eight of Swords mode. We find sometimes our self-esteem gets knocked down a little bit with endings, especially if we're dealing with feelings of guilt or if things have been our fault and that sort of thing. But you're being called to lay all of that to rest, because we have the Justice card coming up again. So everything that had been wrong will be righted. But we have the 10, and then we have the 11. So when you release, finally, do that final bit of releasing of that limiting belief energy that you have, and let go and let the past we always take our lessons, but there are some things we have to just let die out. And that's where the Justice will come in. And that's where you'll be feeling free and playful again, because you'll know. You're carrying your red ribbon of joy, of success. You've risen, is what I'm seeing here, from a place of insecurity into a place of being, in a place of joyful happiness. And you're being asked to revel in that happiness, in that joy, because that is the feeling that you should have when you're free. We all have things we have to go through, like this 10 of Swords. And don't ever try to repress or ignore those negative feelings, because they do come out. And they come out in unhealthy ways on other people or things. It depends on how your anger runs. But you have to let your feelings flow. You have to feel them, and then you have to direct them in a healthy way so that you can overcome all of the things and let it go and know that everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out. It's going to be all right. Sometimes we can get caught up in the past that we feel like we've failed in some way, and it may stunt our ability to dream big. And I'm really feeling called to tell you to dream bigger. Dream bigger. And the last card we have out is the moon, which is looking within yourself, using your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? And with the sun and the moon out, they both illuminate things, right? So the sun is going to illuminate all of the things that are in your day-to-day, all of the external, we'll say, things that are around us. And then the moon illuminates all of the subconscious things and things we may have been ignoring, or our intuition speaking to us and we haven't been listening. But these two cards together are bringing about, for me, a great illumination for you. Don't be afraid to look within. You're going to find great strength when you look there. And look at all you've gone through and how far you've come. Because those are the things, when you look at really where you have come, the steps you have taken, the cycles you have broken, even in small ways, take every small win. You're going to find your place because the sun shines for you. All right, let's go with one more card from the number deck here. Spirit, what is your final message for us today to take with us, with that lovely sun energy, with any of us that are living in the Canadian part of the equation or anywhere in the US where you're getting a lot of snow? I think we're looking forward to this too, right? And we have 0606, which is commitment. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It is how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. Now, how fitting is that? Really? You can't get any better than that. I'm going to leave that right there. Everything is going to work out. Everything is going to work out. Stick to your heart. Follow your truth and what you believe in with your very core of being. Everything is just the path is being laid out ahead of you, and you will be guided on your way. Be open to the messages that are given to you on this day. And as you move forward, your guides and ancestors are walking behind you and giving you the strength that you need. That was a quick, direct channel. Now I'm going to leave that where it is. Thank you so much for joining. If any of this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and please only take what resonates. Leave behind what doesn't. And I love you. Until next time.